Welcome. Right, today's little rendition going to be a bit different from the norm. As you can see, I'm still building the canal boats. There is a reason why I'm taking so long, and I've not been putting out any videos. Well, I have been putting them out, but not on a too regular basis. You're more than aware. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you down the garden. It's interesting, I'll tell you. It's probably something you've never seen before. Certainly I haven't seen many things like we've come across here in the house. It's a real problem which we're trying to solve, and I'll take you down there and show you. If anybody's got any decent solution, well, I think we've come up with a decent solution, and I'll explain what we're doing down there, which is taking up all of my time at the moment. So away we go down the garden. Right, we're just going out in the garden to have a look and see what on earth is going on. So as you can see here, we've got some enormous great lengths, over 6 meters of flat steel, and here it's like a bombs it at the garden. Yeah, look, we have got a piece of steel, a strap, a big strap going the length of the house. Right, so we'll continue down the garden, as long as I don't trip over anything whilst I'm watching the screen, which is interesting. You'll see if I do. The house is actually about 16 meters long, something like that. Right. We're at the end of the house now, and we'll have a look and see what's happening, shall we? Right. Now the strip of steel comes down on that corner there, and we've got put in a corner plate, and you can see just to the left of the downpipe there's a nice crack in the wall. Yeah, just starting. Okay, and we'll go down a little bit further. As I say, as long as we don't trip over anything, down to the real horror, which is here. And I'll show you what we've got here. That is a crack and a half. It goes down the whole wall, right down to the floor. Okay. Takes a tortuous path, doesn't it? Anyway, the house itself, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go backwards. I won't walk backwards because I'll fall over. But if I turn around and just walk around the garden a bit, going alongside the greenhouse at the moment. Right, you'll see that the house comprises, to the left, the old part, which was built in the 18th century, early 18th century, and then the right hand bit, the bit with the pent roof, is probably 1950s. So the left hand bit is built out of stone. It's been covered in what the French call crépi, which is kind of like a covering just to make it waterproof. The stone is actually, it's not cemented together. It's got river mud between the actual stones, okay? And that seems to be fairly solid. This bit here on the right is built out of those concrete block things and was probably put up in about, I don't know, 1950, something like that. And the two seem to be parting company. Which is not surprising because you can't tie a block into a stone house. So you've seen houses, well, particularly here in France, where we have sort of like tie bars going through the house. Well, that's impossible with this one because of the interior design of the house. We can't put tie bars through from one side to the other. We'd be tripping over them or whatever. So we've decided to put a big band around the house. And along this face here we'll have a band which stretches from the corner on the right there. You'll see a fine line, which is actually a piece of string up there. We'll be taking the metal bar around this end of the house. So what we're talking about is putting a big band of steel all the way around the house. It won't look pretty, but it will stop the house from sort of collapsing, hopefully. Anyway, we'll go around the other side and have a look, because we do have some momentous problems to overcome. So, I mean, like I said, it looks at the moment like bombs hit the blooming place. But we've got ladders and we've got pit props and we've got God knows what else. So, just up there, we've started off on the other side, as you can see, with a steel band. And then that will go along this side of the house till we reach that's a window, a door, another window, and then up the top of the steps there we have another door. So we can't actually take the band straight along there because it will clatter into either the windows or the doors. So we've got to sort of put two bands along there at different levels and then join them up with a big kind of X between them. And then after we finish that, we'll go around the other end of the house, which I won't take you up to. Bit depressing, really. A lot of work. And I've got a mate here who's a coded welder. A coded welder is about probably the highest recognised, highest qualifications, as it were, in welding. When I was in the UK as an engineer, I used to employ these guys, and they can weld anything. Absolutely stunning. So he's here helping. Well, he's putting it up. I'm helping him. My lad's helping him. Hence the fact that, I mean, this is going to take a couple of weeks to put up. He's already taken a couple of weeks to build the steel before it arrives, drill it and tap it and God knows what else. So he's putting it up and we're helping. So above this kind of, that was a job and a half yesterday afternoon. Ooh, put that up, that piece of steel. It weighs God knows how much, and we had to lean out the windows and pull it up and then bolt it to the wall somehow. Anyway, that's the reason, I'm afraid, that for the next 2 or 3 weeks at least, I'm going to be incommunicado, because, one, I'll be helping him, and two, I will feel absolutely knackered. at the end of the day. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm sure I'm sure you'll understand. If the same thing happened to your house, I'm sure you'd do the same thing rather than build your model railway. So anyway, I'll be back soon. I might manage to get a little bit in. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, I'll get my excuse in now. So I'll love you and leave you, and look after yourselves. And right down the other end of the garden. Whoa. Yeah, we've got to start planting stuff soon. Anyway, yeah, look after yourselves. Thank you for subscribing and watching so far. And speak soon, eh? Bye.